Start it over.
Hell no. I ain't afraid.
No edits here, bro. No cuts.
Live and unadulterated.
Raw dog.
A little headbanging in the morning.
I see you.
I see you. There you go. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Orange Men Podcast. Dave and Clint here with you for the second episode of this fine Saturday evening. We're going to tell you the truth, the way we see it, the way you like it or not, or whether you like it or not. Something like that.
Something like that.
Our relentless pursuit of the truth will be in your face on a weekly basis. Because that's what we do. That's how we roll.
Come visit us.
Yeah, check us out. Spend some time.
Dip your toe in the pool. Come on in. It's warm. As Joe Scarborough would say, come on on.
Yeah, like a real conservative.
It's nice over here. Come on in.
A douche canoe.
Douche canoes.
Ah, he's a douche canoe.
A lot of great news this week, man.
Really?
Yeah.
It's great?
Did you... I stopped myself. I'll have to get into it to the next time. The next episode. The Rumble exclusive coming up. Listen, there's certain things that we can't put on the YouTube here, so you got to head over to the Rumble channel for some exclusive content.
If you want to talk complete and total truth, can't be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be on TikTok or YouTube.
So, yes, make sure you get over to our Rumble channel. And we actually have a lot more videos on our Rumble channel because...
They were never removed.
Yes.
We got kicked off of YouTube a few times.
Well, you're not supposed to say stuff like that.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Why? What happens?
I don't...
They kick you off again?
Yeah. They'll be like, oh, these guys made it back.
Hey, wait a minute. How'd they get back? Whatever.
Yeah, so...
I don't know the protocol, obviously.
So yeah, we have a lot more videos, which are definitely wilder. I mean, we've been doing this since, what, we're almost at 2 years now, so...
Yeah, if you go back and check the early ones, the sound quality's terrible, the video sucks, and Clint's drunk.
Which 2 out of 3 is probably still going on now.
2 out of 3 is not bad.
I'm not drunk. The sound quality is good now, and the video is nicer. So 2 out of 3 we've improved.
Okay, player. So we're gonna spend a little time on this episode with the student loan debt forgiveness that Joe Biden has so graciously anointed us with.
No, certain individuals. He's
so smart.
He's buying votes. That's what he's doing.
I'm not molesting children or sniffing children. I'm giving you money for your student loan.
Yeah.
So you can be a doctor. So you could prescribe more drugs so they could put more money in my pocket.
Probably.
That's what I'm saying.
Is that what you're saying?
That's what he's saying.
Oh, all right.
I'm not saying it.
That's what he's saying.
That's what he's saying.
Oh, all right.
All right, so we got a little bit of Joe here.
Yeah, some clips, some clippages.
Yeah, so how about we get right into it?
Let's go.
The financial strain was much too high. About a third of the borrowers have debt but no degree, and worst of both worlds, debt and no degree. The burden is especially heavy on Black and Hispanic borrowers, who on average have less family wealth to pay for it. They don't own their homes to borrow against to be able to.
You had asked me earlier, was that racist?
Yeah.
Was that racist?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Why is he picking on the blacks?
Oh, he's Black and Latinos. Well, they don't have wealth.
Oh, they don't?
No, I think it's.
Why would he say that?
Well, that's because he's identifying that here I'm helping you out.
Is that
I just want to let you know
I'm here for you.
I'm helping you out. And some guy that I listened to on another podcast. He said that the average, and you could look this up, the average student debt is actually $30,000. So you take that $10,000 off.
Really?
And
I don't think it's that low.
No, the average.
Yeah. I don't think it's that low.
You don't think it's, what do you think it's going to be?
Well, I mean, I saw a thing today. If you look at all the top schools in the country, take University of Chicago, for instance. Do you know how much that costs to go to per year? Take a guess.
I don't know.
Take a guess. A wild guess.
Yeah, but not everybody's going to University of Chicago.
Take a wild guess.
$100,000?
80 grand.
All right.
A year.
All right. How many students do they have? How many students are in getting federal loans?
I don't know, but that's the problem.
What's the problem?
The problem is
that it's 80 grand?
No, it's well, yeah, but it's 80 grand for a reason, because they're going to get their money no matter what they charge.
Yeah.
And these loans are enabling the colleges to raise their prices. The prices of college went up like over 1,000% in the past 20-some years.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Well, you got to pay those teachers.
Inflation hasn't gone up that much.
No.
Well, no, they're raking this. They're robbing the system. This government-backed student loan bullshit is bullshit.
Exactly what you were saying last week with Social Security. It all falls.
Take it out of the government's hands. We got to stop giving shit to the government. Because everything they touch, they fuck up.
It all falls into the same category.
When are we going to learn?
We're not.
Are we always going to be stupid sheeple?
Some of us.
And then you got.
All right, so
then you got fucking people getting degrees that you can't make fucking money with.
Well, that's the problem.
Liberal arts, transgender studies. What's your degree in? Transgender studies. Well, no wonder why you need more fucking transgenders, because there's all these degrees.
You need to study them.
I got a degree in transgender. How do I use it? I know. I'll get on TikTok and tell people that pedophiles are normal.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I took a course in college that cost me $200,000. Oh, flip are we doing?
Well, it's again, and you know, when they were asked how they're going to pay for it or how it's getting paid for, it's like,
well, we reduced the deficit,
which they didn't. I posted.
Did he ever explain to the American people what the deficit is?
I posted a video on Instagram. I'll send it to you later. We can put it on after this or before, whatever. You can add it in.
Well, get me if I'm wrong.
I did a minute-long video of the debt clock. U.S. debt clock. It went up $2 million in just that in just that minute-long video.
Yeah.
And then the average debt per U.S. citizen was $92,000. The debt per taxpayer was $244,000.
That's why I need all those IRS agents. Of course. So, deficit. So if I earn $2 and I spend $3, I'm in deficit of $1. So where do I get that dollar? Well, I got to borrow it. So when I borrow that dollar, interest accrues on that dollar. So if I'm the United States government, I'm not paying that dollar back. I'm paying the interest. So if you want to reduce the deficit, you have to stop spending, right?
Nah.
So if I get or at least spend what I bring in.
Yeah.
So if I bring in $2 and I only spend $2, the deficit is $0. So because you reduce the deficit by $3 billion, it doesn't mean you didn't spend $2 trillion, right? So reducing the deficit is bullshit. Well, it's a lie. It's just smoke and mirrors.
Yeah. Well, he said something like they took $1 trillion off of the debt.
Yeah.
Where? When?
No, not off the debt.
Off of the deficit?
He said the deficit.
Well,
he reduced the deficit. That doesn't mean you're reducing the debt. That just means you're spending less than you're bringing than what you were before. So if I bring in $5 and I spend 10, I have a deficit of $5. So in order to reduce the deficit, I'm going to bring in $5 and only spend $8. So I reduce the deficit by $2.
Right.
So I can go out and tell everybody I reduced the deficit, but I still spent the $8.
Well, I think
and that's what they're doing.
I think we're at
smoke and fucking mirrors, and you're all fucking dumb.
Well, it's all,
if you fucking believe this nonsense.
They've been fudging the numbers, but it's also I think it's
damn libtards.
I think it said we're 125% minus 125% GDP. So like what we make as a country in GDP is we're 125.
But do you know why the debt clock is ticking up so fast?
Because we owe everybody.
Because we're not reducing the debt.
I know.
So we're not taking any money off the debt. So that debt clock is the interest accumulating.
We're also giving billions. But that's what I'm saying. Instead of saving money and stop giving it to Ukraine and like a gender studies in Pakistan and all these other countries that we're wasting money to. And again,
the only way
it's our money.
The only way you can reduce the debt is if, let's just say, the federal government brings in $3 trillion a year.
Mm-hmm.
If you bring in $3 trillion a year, you spend $2 trillion, then you have another $1 trillion to put towards reducing the debt. But they don't do that. They don't reduce the debt. The debt just keeps growing and growing. They raise the debt ceiling. They don't do one thing to reduce the debt.
They just keep spending.
They just keep spending, and they keep telling you that we're spending less by reducing the deficit. Reducing the deficit doesn't mean anything. It's just something for you to go, see what Joe Biden's doing? You see, he's reducing the deficit by $3 trillion over the next 30 years. He's wonderful. Well, no, he's not. He's fucking you in your ass is what he's doing. He's robbing you. He's robbing your children. He's robbing your grandchildren.
Yeah.
And 3 more generations of that. He'll be dead and buried, but you're still going to be paying for his fucking dumbass decisions. Get rid of the fucking libtards in office.
Well, listen, get rid of them.
God, man, when are you going to do it? When?
But it's
go sit here and talk about the same shit for 100 years.
Yes.
And no one does anything.
Okay. Let's do it.
God damn. I just can't believe it.
Okay.
We get dumber as we go. What college are we going to? The School of Dumb and Dumber? We just keep getting dumber. And we keep telling people that, that's not Trump's fault. Trump did it.
Well, it's kind of like...
Yeah, Trump did it.
It's not...
Fucking dumbasses.
Well, that's the thing. When he called out where all this money's going and why we can't pay down the deficit and why we can't... And I get it. The people are going to be like, well, Trump spent $1 trillion. Yeah, I get it.
Well, he shouldn't have either.
He shouldn't have signed the bill either. But then everybody been like, look, he doesn't care about Americans. He doesn't want to give anybody any money.
At this point, I don't give a fuck what these lib fucking tards have to say. Do the right fucking thing.
That $1,200 you got in March of 2020 has no bearing on your life at this very moment.
No.
Other than the fact that that $1,200 probably turned into $20,000 in debt.
Right. That you're going to end up paying for somehow, some way.
Yeah.
Because they're going to... Why do you think they hired these IRS agents? To go after the rich? There ain't enough money there.
I saw a good post that said...
It's to come after us, to get rid of the middle class.
I saw a good post...
Wake up, America.
I saw a good post that said, remember when The View was... When Elon was going to buy Twitter?
Yes.
For $43 billion?
Yes.
And they were like, you could solve world hunger with that. And then somebody was like, all right, $80 billion to the IRS. Where's the outrage? Why don't we go solve world hunger with that $80 billion?
Because it's libtard thinking.
So with
These
Elon
people
Musk,
are really, really mentally retarded. They really are.
Well, it's all of the talking points of their narratives, and it is disgusting.
Communism at its best.
And again, nothing's free. You're not getting so let's say you have a job, you're going to end up somehow, some way, that $10,000 you do get, you're going to end up paying it back through taxes and everything else anyway.
I don't have no degree in economics, but I'm smart enough to know that if I spend more than I make, I'm going to put myself in a deficit and I'm going to create debt.
Yeah. What's the interest, like the compound interest on these loans? You know what I mean? That you have to pay back.
It's crazy. Yeah.
So
it's insane.
Even at the end, if you're paying your $200 because that's all you can afford, $200 a month.
Most people are only making their minimum payments. They're not reducing the debt at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So by the time even if you were forgiven that $10,000, by the time you go to $10,000, you still owe $15 because the interest built up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
you
it's
spent the past 5 years of your life making payments and you got nowhere.
Exactly.
But you know who got rich? The credit card companies.
The credit card companies, yeah. And like you said, the college campuses and stuff, they're going to get their money because the government always pays.
Right.
So they're going to pay off the loans.
So if I got a magic pocketbook, I'm going to raise my prices because no matter what I set my prices at, people are going to pay.
It is. I mean, I don't know.
You lie to kids saying that they can't get a job without a degree.
Right.
So you're forcing kids. Kids think that they have to go to college to get a degree, and you look at all these kids that come out of college with degrees and they can't get jobs.
They're baristas.
Their jobs are stupid. I mean, listen, it doesn't matter what degree you have. Any company you go into, you're going to have to be trained.
Yeah.
You got to start from the fucking bottom. All that book shit that you learn in fucking college ain't fucking shit. You got to learn the fucking system.
Yeah. Real world experiences.
Right. Companies, what they need to do is they need to start these entry-level positions for high school kids. Give high school kids internships.
Yeah.
Teach them how to do the jobs you want them to do. And then when they graduate high school, if they don't want to go to college, bring them in and train them. Have training programs. Colleges are not a good training ground. They're just not. If you're a financial company, get somebody who tests high in their fucking SATs or whatever and bring them right to your business and train them.
Get it done.
Yeah. I mean, we've ruined the whole education system. It's become indoctrination 101. It's all about political ideology now. It's not about teaching people how to get out of school and survive in the real world. It's nonsense what these kids are learning coming out of school.
No, and it's also like
and then you lie to them. Yeah, I'm sorry, but you lie to them and tell them they're going to come out of school, make $200,000 a year.
Yeah.
They won't take a job for 70.
Nah,
they won't do it.
And most listen, get into trades because you can work right away, and there's a lot of people that are looking because you're not gonna those jobs are being minimized because people don't want to do the work. They don't want to work hard. They don't want to work with their hands, like welders, plumbers. Like you know, I mean, I heard somebody was saying you're not gonna get a plumber in your door in the next 5 years for anything under than $200 an hour.
No,
because they're so scarce.
No, dude.
Len the plumber is making a killing right now.
I have a rental property, and I had a handyman come in because I'm pretty handy. I can fix a lot of shit.
Yeah,
but I don't have time to do it because I have a full-time job and other shit I have to do. So I had a handyman come in. Yeah, this thing. I had a handyman come in, and he put a new floor down in the bathroom in my rental property.
Yeah.
But what he didn't do was when you put the new floor down, it lifted the toilet up a little bit.
Okay.
So what you're supposed to do is put a thicker wax ring or double up on the wax ring. He didn't do that.
Oh.
Well, I didn't know that. So 2 weeks later, my tenants are calling the fucking toilet. Every time they flush this toilet, it goes down into the kitchen and pours into the kitchen sink. So I couldn't go over it because I actually thought because I had a professional do the job.
You could trust it.
Yeah, that maybe there was something else wrong.
Yeah.
That maybe there was a crack in a plumbing drain or something. So I figured, let me just get a plumber over there. So the plumber goes over, he takes the toilet off, sees that the wax ring is flat and it's not making a connection, so it's leaking. So he puts a new wax ring on. Now I could have did a wax ring for $10.
Yeah, usually.
It'd take me 20 minutes. Yeah. It's not a problem. It's very easy to do. But I said, you know what? I don't have time. Let this guy do it. You know what he fucking charged me for a wax ring? $350. $350 for a wax fucking ring.
Well, you had to take the toilet off.
Dude, it took him 20 minutes to do the job.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Carpenters. You know what I mean? Like these jobs.
Got raped.
These jobs, technology too.
Behind still hurts.
You got to get into some kind of technology because that's not going anywhere. It's only exploding even more.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
You know, you go into school. I mean, teachers. I don't even know if you want to do that anymore. If you can. It
used to be a noble profession.
Yeah, I don't know if you can. I guess it depends.
Being a stay-at-home mom was a noble profession. Now they fucking poo-poo that too.
Yeah. Well. So yeah,
Somebody's got to raise the kids. Oh, send them to the public schools, which are not public. They're government run.
It is outstanding.
Goddamn Nazis.
The debt that's going on. So, see, look, the Labor Department. I love it.
Yeah, well, whatever. All right, so we're gonna. Is that it? Do we want to talk anything more about this?
Unless you want to play, I don't know. Wasn't there another? It doesn't matter. We're good. Fuck it.
I don't know if there was something or not. Whatever. But we're gonna come back. We're gonna do a Rumble exclusive. We got to talk a little bit about COVID.
Yes.
And the shit going on with that. So
the juice. There's a lot of people coming out that are. It's a little too late too to start coming out against it, but we'll talk about that on Rumble. So head on over there.
Yeah, because the fall's coming. There's going to be some more jabs coming. So
the Orange Men Podcast on Rumble is what it is.
On Rumble, Orange Men Podcast.
It's in the links too.
Check us out.
Yes.
Catch us on the Patriot Podcast Network.
Yes. On Roku devices.
Our YouTube has been less shadow banned, so we've been more visible. So catch us there while you can.
Comment, like, and share. Subscribe.
Yeah, share now. Get us up. Get us out there. We definitely want to get to. Definitely want to hit them 1,000 subscribers. I think we're on our way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we can only do it with your help.
One day at a time.
One day at a time.
First Warrior Links, Outlaw 10. Redcon 1. T20 Sanders in the tier operator code.
Get your shit.
Get your shit.
All right, everybody. Catch you on the next episode.
All our socials are in the link tree, too. Thank you.
All right. Say goodnight, Clint.
Goodbye.
Orange Man out.
So long, gay boys!